I am Honorable Richard Nnadi, the founder and the CEO of SWIFTtrip. And it has always been a great time, God leading us all the way up to this very point that we are today. It has not been much more a better time than now to talk about SWIFTtrip. All right, so Father, we thank you for this next day as we go into this section of um, prayers this day. We ask, rather, as we go into the presentation of today, the listeners, may they have good understanding about what we're here for. And the speaker, may you pass through, may with utterance and eloquence. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. So, thank you everyone once again for being here. Let's invite our friends. Just keep inviting them. And at the end of it, everyone you told about SWIFTtrip will definitely come back to you to say thank you for linking me up to this massive project. I want to see if we have any new friend here already with us this morning. Ugbo Patrick, how are you doing? Is this your first time to be in SWIFTtrip? I'm seeing the name Janet AJ. I'm allowing you to speak, Janet. How are you doing? And as well, Ugbo Patrick, how are you doing? Your mic is open. Let's hear from you. Who's joining us today for the first time? Janet EJ, how are you? Click on mute to speak. Click the middle button. If you're speaking now, we can't hear you until you unmute your mic by clicking the middle button. You are on your camera. You don't need to turn on the camera. You simply just have to click the middle button.
Okay.
Yes. How are you doing?
Okay, can everyone hear me clearly now?
Okay, who's speaking? Is that Janet or Patrick?
Okay, let us speak first.
Okay, Janet, Patrick is giving you the space to speak. How are you doing, Madam Janet? Okay, Mr. Patrick, you can speak up.
All right, good morning, everybody.
Good morning, sir. We're happy to have you with us.
My name is Patrick from Benue, based in Lagos.
Okay, from Benue, based in Lagos.
I've been following SWIFTtrip for a while now on the platform.
And you have subscribed already?
For this. That is why I'm still on it, sir.
Okay.
I'm not finally subscribed. Yes, sir. So I've really come to understand the journey of SWIFTtrip since the very first week that I joined. It's all about building a company, a brand of its own for logistics, aviation, and e-commerce.
Yeah.
So I've really come to understand the pattern that SWIFTtrip tried to introduce to our world today of having to pay our customers, also have our own share, and also company also have its own reserve for themselves. So I've really learned a lot since I've joined, which is why I'm doing all my best to be able to become a shareholder as well in the company. So that is my understanding so
That's
far.
a great one,
Mr.
Patrick.
Yes, sir.
I appreciate you for giving SWIFTtrip attention, and you've got good understanding already about it. So you are ready to go and start prospecting SWIFTtrip to others and help the company achieve its goal.
Telling people, campaigning as well.
Wow.
Even though I've not been there, but I'm still campaigning, introducing it to people. Because with my own understanding, also I'll be able to explain to them, which they also buy the idea and say, yes, it's a very good business that is coming to Nigeria and the whole world at large. So with that now, everybody, I'm just looking for a way to register for them and bring more people on board. Sir.
Wow. Yes. Congratulations, Mr. Patrick. Definitely you will be able to come on board soonest. Thank you so much. We appreciate you. That's Patrick all the way from Lagos State today. So thank you so much. And today we'll be brief because we'll soon be going into other activities, which will be a very great one about SWIFTtrip all through the day. So I want to be quick with this meeting's presentation today. So I'll be trying my best to give us straight understanding about SWIFTtrip. If today is your first time to be here, congratulations. The person who told you about SWIFTtrip loves you. And if today is your 100th time being here today, congratulations. You are keeping up with the passion needed to accomplish SWIFTtrip. We should hold this meeting over and over and over again, tirelessly, consistently, persistently, until we get what we want. Success is not success until it is success. Nobody would say, I have tried my best and that's why I didn't succeed. Your best should be the success bettered. Amazing. So, we're here to accomplish a very massive goal, of which only the goal by itself will select its own kind of persons. It is massive, it is big enough that when a person hears it, if the person's mind can't handle it, the person would simply fade away. Regardless of the excuse, the person comes to tell you that because of this, because of that, just know that his or her mind is unable to handle the capacity of what we're here to deliver. And so do not look at people's comments when it's especially on the negative towards where we're heading to. Don't let a person's opinion to shift your focus from the goal. The only way you get to your destination is to have that self-belief. Self-belief means you are not looking for anybody's approval to believe in what you say you will accomplish. The self-belief you need to hold up in SWIFTtrip, it is one that you just go radical. Why I'm talking about this? Because you are a co-owner of SWIFTtrip. It's a corporate vision. It is not the CEO's vision. It is our vision. SWIFTtrip is looking for people who will be able to stand boldly to say, my vision. My vision. And once you have bought it, you should be ready to move until it is accomplished. Is somebody with me? So all we need right now is the power of imagination. Strengthen it every day. If that power in you, maybe you discover it's not strong enough, all you need to do is go indoors and deliberately imagine the kind of future that SWIFTtrip will give to you. If you have not seen SWIFTtrip delivering you and I out of the shackles of poverty, struggling, scarcity, you won't be able to give it your all. You will be there listening to what naysayers have to say. You have to buy the vision, not just with your money, with the whole of your heart. That's what SWIFTtrip needs now. SWIFTtrip does not need half-hearted, minded people. It does not need double-minded people. SWIFTtrip does not need people who will come into it and say, I have bought it, okay, and now I've bought it, I'm not going to tell anybody. SWIFTtrip don't need anybody like that to get accomplished in this vision stage. SWIFTtrip does not need your money to be accomplished. It needs the wholeness of your heart to be accomplished. That's what it needs, and that is what we must give it. Amazing. If you know where SWIFTtrip is coming from, you would know that this project is a done deal already. If SWIFTtrip could build itself from nothingness till where we are today, you know that SWIFTtrip, just give it time. It will find the people who will carry it with their whole head. As who used to say that statement? Is it Good Luck? Is it Totamke or Cypre? I don't know who really talks that on our group. One of the ambassadors. They carry SWIFTtrip with your head. Sell them. Hawk them. When a hawker carries something on the head moving around, everybody pass. Will everybody be interested in what is in that tripan? Not everybody. But with the people that is needed to buy off everything, if that hawker refuses to give up, that hawker must see the people it has, if it is bones, so if it is whatever, it must find the people that bones was fried for. It's not, the bones was not for everybody. So the hawker continued to shout, buy your bonds, buy your bonds, buy your bonds. We passed thousands of people. Only one we call, one we call, one we call, one we call, until it's finished. That's the same thing we're doing right now. We are hawking it and shouting it. Buy into SWIFTtrip now. Is it everybody that will buy it that hears us call out for people who will come in? Not everybody. That's what we have to understand. There are scenarios you will match up with what you're doing that you will just get to understand the need of moving on. I believe this picture of a hawker with his goods has drawn a picture. Why not everybody can be part of this that hears it? So when you step out there, just know that you are not there for everybody. You are there for people who will be interested in what you are selling. And we must find ourselves. Congratulations to the shareholders of SWIFTtrip. SWIFTtrip will make us proud. So what is SWIFTtrip? Just as Mr. Patrick rightly said, he gave us some details about SWIFTtrip, which was cool. And I want to share the slide with us so that we can get good information about all that SWIFTtrip entails. Okay, almost there. I will ask if you can see my screen, and I'll also monitor it from here once I have shared it for you to see. Share screen. Can you see my screen? Okay, I can see it from my device, so I think you can see it as well. Mr. Goodluck, can you see it from over there?
Yes, I can see, sir. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir. Thank you so much. Okay, so talking about what SWIFTtrip is, the screen you can see right now tells you everything about SWIFTtrip. It's so easy to understand. If the person says I'm not understanding it, the person is simply not understanding how we say we will come to accomplish an airport. It's so easy. SWIFTtrip wants to own its own airport. Not just owning the airport, aircrafts will be there, taking people from where they want to go, from where they are to where they want to go by flight, internationally and locally. What's there not to understand? Then you see the car right there. It tells you that we will be dealing with road transportation. What's there not to understand? We have the likes of Uber. You see the luggages. It tells you that SWIFTtrip will be dealing with the logistics. And maybe before you are moving it, you have already bought that thing, not from a market that is separate from SWIFTtrip. SWIFTtrip owns its own market. We call it SwiftMart, an e-commerce business. Whatever you will be needing, you will find it in that market. Is it the CEO or you? Do we need to own any shop in the market to sell before we make money? No. Do I need to be riding a car? See, I'm not calling you to come, let's buy a bus. That I will be. When I say we'll make $1 trillion, I need you to understand this. I'm not saying, come, let's buy bus. I will be driving it, and I would have drove trillions of trips, and I would have paid every one of you in trillions. No. Technology has gone beyond manual laboring. Come, let's build a system, a platform that people will book rides, people will book flights, people will buy and sell, people will book delivery of their products, and we will be making money at ease while we are sleeping wherever we are. What's difficult in it to understand? The only thing that will make a person say it's difficult for me to understand, the person might be thinking, what if the CEO gathers the money he's raising and runs away? That's the highest thought that will be in the mind of anyone. that says, I want to analyze more to see if this business is sustainable. What is not sustainable in these 4 businesses I've mentioned to you? And why they are observing, soonest it will be clear in their eyes that they have missed out of something that would have made their future colorful. It's not a business to be missed. Just seeing this slide alone, you have understood everything about SWIFTtrip. What is there? Should I now begin to explain the blockchain aspect? SWIFTtrip will build on all of these services you saw. It's built on the blockchain. I just want to go read about the Web 3.0 technology, which we are in the internet phase today. Study about decentralization. Study about the blockchain. Study about how businesses can be built upon this new level of the internet. Don't miss SWIFTtrip. So if I want to help you define it, I would take you to the website. Yeah, let me help you on the website. Just a minute, I'll do that for us today. So that you can have some questions easily answered. I will monitor it from here if it's displaying. Yes, you can see my screen right now on the website. When you've studied the disclaimer, then close it. Go to the FAQ. And you will see there, what is SWIFTtrip? So SWIFTtrip is a decentralized mobility and commerce service providing business. The next definition brings us to the PYC, pay your customers. And what does that mean? We say the first of its kind, where all customers of the company shares profits as co-owners of the business. As co-owners of the business. I mean, customers who didn't know about this time we are building, they become like co-owners, earning recurring profits when there is a clause to that thing. Remember, they didn't pay, they didn't subscribe, they didn't build the process with us. So only when they recommend travelers or passengers, drivers, buyers, and sellers to make use of the SWIFTtrip business app. That's when the customers have placed themselves on payroll. And likewise, automatically, once a passenger books a ride, the company pays back that person 2% of the profit which the company has made from that person. Incredible. PYC. What have been existing is what? KYC. Anyone who misses this, you will tell yourself that I missed a massive trend. We are not, you need to understand that right now we are not trying to catch up with the world. This vision which God has given to us has just placed us ahead of where the world is going. And before the world will catch up with us, we have gone so far. We have made impact. That's why you should not be there thinking, looking what people have to say. Don't mind the process. Don't mind how long. What you should be concerned about is the effort that you are putting towards the accomplishment of SWIFTtrip. Towards its accomplishment. Let me now show you when it will take us to launch this massive business. So study more about the profit share. Who are SWIFTtrip stakeholders? Who are SWIFTtrip node holders? When will SWIFTtrip business kick off? Is there, right there. Let's read it from the website already. At the reach of 2.4 million node holders, that is the sales of 3% profit share of the company. What is there not to understand? You will tell the person about SWIFTtrip, and the person has already understood that the company say we need number of subscribers, so numbers to launch. And the person comes back to you the next day and be asking, this thing that people said you want to do, why have you not launched? What kind of... Nobody is deceived in SWIFTtrip. Nobody's deceived. That is why the CEO remains here solidly until the launch of SWIFTtrip. We go nowhere. We go nowhere. Were you deceived about it? Were you cajoled? Were you sweet-talked? When you asked us, we told you by December 2024 we would launch. Was that what we said to you? We told you the plan. Without the number of subscribers, everybody contributing the little token of 100,000 naira, we get it done. When that comes in place, will anybody, you contributed what? 100,000, and you say, CEO, go and launch airports. Go and launch an e-taxi business. Can you launch it with 100,000 naira? That's the question. Let's build on, let's build on reality. A solid foundation that cannot sink. So if I tell you that you will bring the 100,000 and tomorrow I go launch it, without giving you a solid plan of how that 100,000 becomes meaningful, you mean you will give me that 100,000 when I deceive you? Let's not be deceived when it comes to business. Just because of what? An emotion called greed. Greed is a good emotion. It is because of greed that we are not satisfied with staying low on the ground, staying under an economy. We have seen that technology can give us the global market at our fingertips. And because of that greed, we say we must possess the world. Is it profits all over the world? It is greed. Do you get it? Greed is a good emotion, but when your greed becomes bad to you, it's because it's when you allow it to kill the character of patience. That big thing that you want in the future, it's a good thing you desire, but before you get it, tell yourself the truth, you will work for it. You will labor for it, and when you have it, you didn't get it just like that. You got it by applying patience to your work. When are we going to get the 2.4 million shareholders? I tell you, in a blink, we'll have it. Just keep doing what we have to do. When we say share the meeting link, don't be selecting people you share to. Don't be selecting people you talk to. Share the link. When we send contents online, share it. Don't watch it just like share, like, comment. Let the people out there know that something is happening. That's all we need to do. When, where, how, it's not our business. People fail because they are focused on the results and not focused on the work to be done. When you occupy your environment to its fullness, what happens? The next phase naturally opens to you. People say, I want to relocate, I want to do this. What have you done in Nigeria where you are? It is not by relocating. If you relocate to anywhere and you fail to occupy your space in that place to the fullest, you will discover that you made the biggest mistake in relocating. Are you with me? Let's make something massive happen. Study about how the co-owners would earn, and as well how you can partner with SWIFTtrip. Everything is right here. So how will you earn from this? Let me take you to that slide quickly. I will stop the share here and then reshare the documents for you. Great. What are the core services? It has been explained. And you see all these pictures here, that tells you that we are not the first. We are not the first. So why is somebody perturbed? Why is somebody saying it's too hard? We need to challenge ourselves as Nigerians. Make something great happen. People will be coming to me, say, go and meet this person, go and meet that person, top people of influence, top people of that one. I don't need to step my... If you invite me for a seminar in any state and I don't want to go, I can remain in this Port Harcourt, this headquarters, and I will get SWIFTtrip launched. Without going anywhere, to see anyone that they've been saying, this person is a billionaire or a trillionaire. We launch it. Why? Power of the internet. Let's leverage. If you see me go anywhere, say it's this thing or that one, maybe seminar, I just decided to go. It's not as if we cannot remain in one spot and make it happen. Internet has gone beyond. See everybody telling you out there, this, that. It's not because it's a black man project or black men and women project. It's not. Go study Mark Zuckerberg. Go study Bill Gates. Even Elon Musk, now go study his history. You will see the suffering in the beginning. Nobody around you believes you if you don't believe in yourself. For instance, anyone who is believing SWIFTtrip now with the whole of their heart, ask them why. They will tell you it is because the CEO, Honorable Richards, so much believe in himself. If I don't believe in myself, nobody believes in me. True or false? Let's hear from Ambassador Chukwuemeka. Ambassador Chukwuemeka, are you there? Now lie talk. Your mic is muted, boss. Let's hear from Dr. Tamke. Are you there? Let me be sure someone is hearing me.
Yes, Chief. Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Did you hear my question?
The question about which was direct the Chief, sir.
Great. I said, nobody believes in you, not until you have believed in yourself. And the pioneers of SWIFTtrip today, who are so much believing in SWIFTtrip, are really believing in it because the CEO believes in himself. True or false?
Very
Tell me, did I say it's not funny?
It's a very direct question.
It's not funny. It's a straight one.
Yeah, no, of course, it's direct and it's affirmative. It's affirmative.
Yeah.
Very true, yeah.
It's the fact. If I come here and I'm saying, please, let's launch, you know that, I've been here since 2021 and I need you to help me. Who? Think that people will pity you? Nobody pities you. So when you step out there to talk about SWIFTtrip, ensure you speak it in a way that they know that if they don't become part of it, there is something they would miss out from. We are not here to beg. We're here to show the people the future, and then they will hear it, assimilate it. Whatever decision they now make, it's theirs. You've agreed to follow us. Congratulations. You say anything, we move. We keep moving. Able shareholders of SWIFTtrip, let's become strong people. How do you benefit from this? SWIFTtrip have. I love the summary Dr. Tamke gave on the group the other time. 4 ways by which you earn. 4 ways it pays you. Number 1, it will pay you as a shareholder of SWIFTtrip. That wherever the business is performed in the world, you earn a share out of it. So when you subscribe today, that share, you need to know how many percentage you have in SWIFTtrip. Are you with me? You need to know. Don't just put the money there. Know for sure, what do I own in this business? And I will come there to teach you. So keep your mind sharp so that when I mention it, how much you own in so-so level, you hold that ownership percentage very well. That's what you own in SWIFTtrip. Worldwide, a trip is performed in China, you earn that volume. I've attended to all of this. Let's see. Don't mind me, most times I don't use the slide, but when I speak, even without the slide, I can draw pictures in your mind that you will understand very well. Subscription level. I want to take you now to what you earn. Can somebody see that? What you own. If you come in as a deluxe owner, 128 million. 128 million. People are seeing it as money. People are seeing it as, you need to understand that it's the condition of the mind that makes you see anything the way you see it. I heard in Ebonyi State, they told a man about it. The man said 128 million is the highest. Oh, I don't think I'm interested in this business. It's small compared to the things I like to do. Somebody will hear 100,000. He's fainting. And you carry that kind of person as a friend. Say you are heading somewhere. If you keep people who are moving nowhere with you, you move nowhere. The same Nigeria. There are things you have put yourself in. Inflation becomes a joke to you. In SWIFTtrip, I think I would show you that today. The more or the worse the inflation we get in the future, what happens? Think it will affect you as owner of SWIFTtrip. You just grow bigger. Why? You are not earning just in naira. You are earning the world's currency. Where with inflation, as this naira will be depreciating, or whatever currency might be, because we pray that naira gains its strength back. It's not going to depreciate forever. As any currency would be depreciating, the other currency is gaining power. And a person would know that kind of thing. You will be comfortable living your life all through in this earth without tapping from resources available. We don't have to struggle the rest of our lives. You don't have to struggle. Leverage. Just leverage. People are afraid. AI is taking job away from people. Oh, my company will soon sack us, so they just bought some classified robots. They just updated the system in a way that even my services now, I think I am losing values, no longer needed, because everything, before I even get to the office, the AI has done it. I'm now scared that my job is insecure, though. I'm insecure in my workplace. Yes, don't worry. As soon as they will hand over that sack letter. Why do we need to be afraid? And why do we need to do the jobs when technology can do it for us? All you need to do, leverage on technology. All right, so you've seen it. I think the note holder slot 100,000 naira, 0.5015%, which you have a privilege today, if today is your first time hearing this, on a reduced promo price, 53,500. What a privilege. People would buy it for 100,000. When SWIFTtrip has launched, people will buy it for 200 million naira. People like that man now that said, I think this is too small. By the time they see all of these things available, and you tell him 500 million to own the airport, to buy the note here, he will say, this is the kind of things I like to hear. Are you with me? We that they say we are small. It's not our fault now that we say 100,000 naira is too big for us. It's not our fault. We cannot remain like that forever. It will then be our fault when we decide to make 100,000 naira a big thing throughout our lifetime. Get that 100,000 and put it in SWIFTtrip. And see if your life will not be transformed at the accomplishment of this vision. Don't put that money there. Another thing is this. Please don't put your money in SWIFTtrip and you go relax. If that is what you want to do, my brother, carry that money and keep it. Let it be sleeping in your account. SWIFTtrip is looking for pioneers. Pioneers, not subscribers. People who will carry it with the whole of their heart, understanding how we will launch the business. How are we going to launch it? Everyone's hands on deck. Tell the people around you. And as you're telling them, expect them to say the worst. When they say it, it no longer perturbs you. You already know that some might say it. But you are not there to look for those who will say it. You are there to look for those that are like you, that heard SWIFTtrip and you loved it. We have thousands of ourselves out there. And if thousands of ourselves that are like us come, we will find the millions that are like us. That's how it works. Prepare for the worst comments that people will say to you. And then move on. Market your product. Sell the idea. Whomever hears it and buy it, congratulations to that person. That's the person SWIFTtrip needs to be accomplished. All right, now you've seen the node holder slots, which gives you an ownership of 0.50125% and the deluxe, which gives you 0.05. Now you are good to go to the next slide that shows you how all of this would benefit you. Why do we need the subscribers coming together in all of these levels? It's to accomplish the development of the SWIFTtrip Nigerian Airways, setting up of the SWIFTtrip administrative offices, the launch of SWIFTtrip Business, the cars and the app in Nigeria and in the United Kingdom before scaling global. The cars is just there we just want to add that. Why? So that when how do I put this? First, let me say this. Uber does not need to own any car as a company in Nigeria. But you now coming to launch an app, and expect the drivers of Uber to leave Uber that they know and then hand their cars over to SWIFTtrip. You are joking. No matter the level of whatever you are promising, you are joking. You have to understand that. You cannot come into this kind of competition and then launch app. Who does that? That's why many companies have sprung up. They borrow money, launch app, they die. Natural death. You want to compete with giants. You have to be strategic if you will win the game. The 500 cars minimum that SWIFTtrip says we will launch with, it's not to be given to Uber drivers, shareholders. As they are driving it, the system automatically is paying back for it. Incredible. I can't overanalyze all of this. That you are a shareholder does not mean that SWIFTtrip will give it to you. There are processes to own it. When that time comes, you will see it. As the business is going, drivers, a passenger will not book ride and then we are saying somebody should come pick you. That's the thing. We launch our app, we launch the cars. Business moving instantly. As shareholders are testing the business, available rides. Highest, we tell you that the system now, your driver will come meet you in 20 minutes and it's coming to meet you. Not the one that you book and you are waiting forever because the company launched an app waiting for drivers elsewhere to come in with their cars. No, we launch with cars. How much will it cost us? It's going to cost billions. It's going to cost billions. Then go look at why SWIFTtrip is raising that fund. If we're not going to be raising hundreds of billions, people will read it and say, oh, CEO. Yes, the CEO has a strategy right now to do it. But all of us together have to believe fullness in it and then we go for it. Believe in it and we do it. The money is there. Oh my God. Can somebody calculate that? The development of SWIFTtrip offices, the setting up of our office per state, the launch of the SWIFTtrip business app. Let's quickly go this way. And I want to calculate that thing now that dropped in my mind for you. Before I go into how SWIFTtrip benefits you, just look at this. I'm sharing another screen. So you can minimize this one, then come back to your screen and see this. Or should I just do it from here? Good. Just a minute. Let me do it like this. Yes. You will see the screen in a bit. All right, that's it. Let me be sure it's sharing. I would reshare again. I have to monitor it from my device so that I make sure I carry everyone along. Just be patient with me. It hasn't come up. Okay, great. That's the calculator right there. Now, SWIFTtrip is saving how much? Now, let's say you pay 53,500. Let's calculate that. A man went home and started calculating this and shouting, the CEO, this man is very intelligent, he will eat people's money. An intelligent man. He said he's giving people advert bonus and the company is having how much? He was calculating for a shareholder. He doesn't understand that these things, the thing he was calculating and was shouting inside the house, what we calculate almost every day for every shareholder who joins meetings. SWIFTtrip is extremely transparent. Nobody has time to deceive anybody. If you like what we're doing, you could join. If you don't like it, leave it. 14,000 naira. Okay, 14,000 plus this. Let's see that again. It used to escape me, sorry. 14,000 minus 2,000. All of these are advert bonuses when you advertise SWIFTtrip. So you understand what I'm calculating now. And then minus 500. Sorry. How much is there? Yes, 36,200. So if we check 36,200, sorry, that thing might be very small on your screen, but I hope you'll be seeing it. You just tap the box of that calculator, it will be bold for you. 36,200. Multiply it by 2.4 million units, please. What would you get? 2.4 million units. 2.4 million units. What was that? 86 billion. Very good. Let's check how much would a car cost us? 2011 model above. Pata 10 million naira. Which is overly expensive. You want to buy sharp. Who is buying tear rubber? What are we using tear rubber for? What are we using tear rubber for, please? You will get a very sharp first grade. Is it, what do they call them? Natokumbo, they call those things. Next to brand new. Fairly used. You will get them for maybe 5-7 million. Clean. Let's just put 10 million here and see. When people are talking that we can't achieve it. When I say we'll launch with 500 cars, they would be shouting inside the house. What's that? That's 10 million times 500. What's that? 5 billion. Please, minus 5 billion away from that, it's 6 billion. Remember that it's going to 100,000, right? So what people will be saving for the project fee will be more than this. Minus 86 billion. Just leave the rest fraction there. Let's just do it 6 billion. What's that? Minus 5 billion. It didn't even touch, say 81 billion. 81 billion still there. Has gone into everything, and we have fulfilled the promise of 500 cars. In excess. That's why I tell you, whatever people are saying out there, you praise me, it doesn't shake me. You tell me I'm not doing it, it doesn't shake me. Nothing you tell me that moves me. Whether curse, whether insults, critics, or praises, it doesn't get to me. I'm so abased that the only thing that drives me is the accomplishment of SWIFTtrip. A person who has not abased himself is the kind of person that when you praise him, his head will be big. A person who has not abased himself is a person that when you insult him, he will be feeling rejected or dejected. Me, emotions, 100% balanced. Nothing that happens around me moves me. Nothing moves me. I don't know, but I just tell you the kind of person I am. Nothing moves me. I do tell us that, but not until I hand over the SWIFTtrip Airways to you. You won't understand the kind of person talking to you. You won't. Just follow. Just ensure that this one you started, that you saw on the grassroots, just follow it until the end of all of this talk. The talking stage must end. Follow it, and that will be the beginning of our next life. Beginning of glorious kind of living. You'll be sleeping, money is dropping. What kind of life will be more better? I think I've analyzed all of this. I just want to take you now to how you benefit as an owner of SWIFTtrip. I said I'll take this in 30 minutes, but the mood I became today, it's always like that. When it just gets to talk about SWIFTtrip, I don't know. Let's see the calculator again. I find my share on that calculator. Good. Okay, now, for the sake of my followers, I don't know who might be. The calculator I'm using there, the figures are very tiny, so let me use a bigger figure for you. I don't know who might be needing glasses to see the screen. So I'm sharing from another device, and you'll get the calculator bold. Okay, I think we're seeing this right now. Good. Now, we have accomplished all of this. SWIFTtrip has got 2.4 million shareholders. We've launched business. And let's see. A trip was done that cost a passenger, should I use a round figure, $5. We're using the United States. And what do? You want to know how much you will earn from $5. You are in Nigeria. A trip was done in the United States. If you're in the United States, if that trip was done, you still earn the same way. If wherever you are in the world, you will earn the same way that everybody earns. As well as you earn the same way I earn. Good one. And we'll be using the node holder slots. Remember, I showed you that the node holders possess how much here? 0. You can look at the other slide. We have 2 screens being shared now for easy assimilation, okay? And to only take you to toggle between your screens. Now, you see the slide that shows the node holders slot. Let me monitor the screen to ensure it's showing you there. Good. And what you own as a node holder is 0.5015%. You just multiply it. Amazing. Multiply this $5 by the volume of what you own in SWIFTtrip. Add percent. What will you get? You see that that's going to give you, okay, because of this conversion, let me increase this figure a bit for you. I don't want to confuse someone with these conversions today. Let's say the whole trip was $15. If we add percentage here, we will see what it's not going to convert again. All right, $15 was all the trip. How much will you earn from $15? 0.5015% would give you 0.601875 cents. 1,875 cents. The zeros in the front, you really understand that this thing is minute. $1. So it was 1 cent is bigger than this thing you're saying over 10,000 times. Yes. And that's what you would earn from it. So if 2.4 million persons share this, let's see, because somebody will be asking, can the company pay 2.4 million people? Can the company pay 2.4 million people at once from a trip? This thing is system. The system will not tell you that it's congested. So long it has been coded, it delivers. Beautiful. Don't miss this. How much did we spend? That's fraction of cents times 2.4 million people. How much did we spend? 45 cents was what we spent from $15 trip, paying all our shareholders instantly. All right, so let's begin. Let's see more. In years to come, SWIFTtrip has performed thousands of trillions of trips. As years go by, millions, trillions, in its trillions of transactions. Will the system say, I'm tired, I'm exhausted, old age is getting at me? It just keeps getting better. We that built it, old age will take us and wipe us away. You know, that's the beautiful way God restarts the world. Imagine the grand people that the world will be so saturated. So he wipes the generation away with what? Old age. But the things we put in place remains. Let's build this legacy. So what is here? I want to take you to 5 years from now that SWIFTtrip has performed just tens of trillions. Just 5 years from now. Tens of trillions. And we'll be looking at just 50 trillion trips. Meager compared to what we would have done in 5 years. Brothers and sisters, these 50 trillion trips, if your mind tells you that it will be done in 50 years, is it a bad business? Follow me as the CEO. Follow. Don't be there analyzing according to what your mind will say, and analyze according to my mind. $50 trillion trips. What do we get there, please? What are you seeing on your screen? Take a look at it. 50 trillion trips. This happens in 5 years. How much would you have earned? 9.3 million. Yes, let's go again. $9,375,000. If you check today's Naira, let's go see. Today's Naira against dollar. Just a dollar to Naira. I'm on it now. Dollar to Naira rate today. 1,577.2. Multiply this. 1,577.32 cents. How much is that? Can somebody see my screen? That is 14.7 billion. This is where I told you before that I will show you how a system carries you above inflation. Brothers and sisters, do you remember when dollar was 350 naira per dollar? Right? What you would have earned would be what? 3.2 billion. Inflation happened and has taken dollar to what? 1,577.32 cents. Did it reduce your status? It's boosted it. My God. It enlarged it. And what if the case gets worse? That let's add, that was 1,1577, right? Let's just come and add 1 at the beginning. It became 11,577 per dollar to Naira. What would it do to a person who owns a system? Now you can see how the masses will be crying. How the people living in a country that their currency has gone so bad that they will be so in scarcity and poverty. But to a person who owns a system, what happens to you? 108.5 billion. Take note, we didn't change anything. We're only changing here the price per the dollar in terms of inflation. Is this a future to be missed? Is this a future you will be selling to a person and you will be there arguing with the person and getting offended that the person refused to see what you are showing him or her? Go out there and sell your idea with boldness, with audacity, with alacrity. We will get it done. Thank you. I'm Honorable Richard Nnadi, founder and the CEO of SWIFTtrip. When you push this business to others and they see it and agree to work with us to go make this business happen, What are you going to do? What are you going to be earning? Amazing. The company takes you on affiliate marketing, which you can see right there on my screen. If you look at the other screen, we have two screens. Remember, one shares the presentation like the other is sharing the calculator right now. 10% on the stakeholders. It means that when you bring a stakeholder in the deluxe to the base, the company gives you 10% on advert. 90% goes for the project. Clearly written. Nobody should come and ask, companies in vision stage, how is it paying people? We are not looking for the money. We don't have the money now to pay anybody. Are you getting it? Oh, somebody understand this, I want to explain. We don't have any single money right now to pay anybody. But the moment a person comes in, what happens? The money is available. Take what you worked for, the other project. The company is not looking for money anywhere. Where do we see money to pay somebody? It doesn't do that. You work, you get it. You don't work with SWIFTtrip, don't worry, wait till the launch of SWIFTtrip. But right now we say if you are not going to participate in the campaign, you are not eager to make it happen, please, it's not your money we need. We're looking for the eagerness and readiness. That's what makes SWIFTtrip happen. Please keep the money, let it still be in cooling off in your bank. And when we have launched it, don't worry, we won't ask you for that money. We'll tell you it's free. Just go download the business app with anybody who shared it with you. Use their code, begin to patronize business. Enjoy our services and enjoy the PYC structure because we'll put you on payroll. That's it. We're looking for those that will hear it now and be eager, hungry for the launch of it. And what do we need to launch it? People, right? You go out and help us get the people. So as you're doing it, the company is not leaving you empty, like you've seen. 10% of the stakeholders, the node holders, you bring somebody, you get 14,000 naira instantly. And then 2,000 naira instantly when the person you told tells another person. And then how much goes in the other generation? 800 naira in the other generation. You get 500 naira. In total, the company spends 17,300 on every node activated. Nobody comes in and say, okay, minus that part for me, let me just go with the project. No. If Nami, you see, if I tell you about SWIFTtrip and you know that I'm the CEO, me, I need advert bonus. You cannot tell me that, CEO now, you told me about it. Are we going to pay you advert? Pay me my advert bonus. I need it. Nobody comes into SWIFTtrip without getting that advert bonus paid to who told that person about it. And if you are good enough, you value what was given to you, buy a bottle of wine and go and give to that person. No, the person loves you. Because the person knows what you passed him through before you agree to see the light in SWIFTtrip. Many people were told. Immediately they joined the meeting, they understood that, oh, thank you, my friend, for not giving up on me. So thank you will not be enough. Even if the company has paid that person, please go and appreciate that person with a bottle of wine. And I said, everybody agreed to that one. So when you have activated 50 nodes, you are a SWIFTtrip runner. You run with a vision. The company gives you an advert bonus. An affiliate marketing cash award of 50,000. Is it compared to what you passed through? No. An icon, the company gives you 1 million naira, 500 activated nodes. The face of SWIFTtrip, 10 million naira. Incredible. Don't miss it. And you have items to be won. During the week, you are able to activate 3 nodes, meaning you told 3 persons who agreed to join SWIFTtrip and they activated as shareholders from Friday to Friday, 6 p.m. to 6 p.m. that Friday, you win a branded cap. So if that happened this Friday and the next, maybe 7 p.m. on Friday, you got to, that one has now gone into the next week campaign. Understand it? Activate 5 nodes and you win a branded t-shirt. Activate 6 to 7 nodes, you win a blender, a fruit blender. You activate 8 to 9 nodes, you win a traveling bag. Activate 10 to 14 nodes, you win a 25 kg bag of rice. All of these are just appreciation on the campaign stage. We are doing this, we're going to be appreciating our shareholders, able shareholders who continue with this task until we get to 100,000 nodes activated. not 100,000 naira cost of the nodes, right? 100,000 nodes activated before we move to another phase of a campaign. So these awards will be going out every week to able shareholders who are making it happen. You activate 15 to 19, you get a 50 kg bag of rice. Activate 20 nodes, you get a mobile phone. Thank you so much. We love you all. I'm Honorable Richard Nnadi, founder and CEO of SWIFTtrip. God bless you. Do we have any question? You can ask. You have any question? You can ask. Ambassador Chukwemeka, are you available?
My able CEO. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, boss. Hope family is doing great, sir.
Everybody is fine. And you, sir?
We're doing awesome. So I wanted to make sure that you are available. So when I exit the meeting now, we want to handle some things at the headquarters right here. When I exit, you would continue with the questions and every other aspect of SWIFTtrip. Thank you so much, sir. So for the sake of the online viewers, before I leave, I will just quickly handle the part of the subscription level so that it will all be on the records. Then questions can follow after I exit the meeting. Thank you so much for all we do. So how do you subscribe to SWIFTtrip? It's simple. You make your payments to the company account. Swift Beach Transport Limited, 82 84 55 80 14. Swiftify Technologies Limited, the bank details coming soon. And we say send proof of payment to your sponsor along with the name, phone number, email for registration. Your sponsor will contact the company admin for your registration. So once you've made that payment to the company account, then all of that follows. And Ambassador Chukwemeka will help us introduce the hub admins of SWIFTtrip in the house today to you. Thank you, and God bless you.